Hi, welcome to Learnfolio. I'll present Learnfolio and its features in behalf of the team today. Learnfolio was built on an MVC pattern using ASP.NET Core 3.1. This web application allows the apprentice to create an account by clicking the register link. In this page, as well as the login page, error messages will appear if the input entered does not meet the requirements criteria. So it recognizes test isn't a valid email, password doesn't meet the requirements, and passwords don't match. I will log in using an existing account. As you can see, it remembers the username and password. These features, as well as the register features, have been achieved using the ASP.NET Identity System. Once logged in successfully, the apprentice can access his portfolio. An apprentice portfolio contains the KSB type, which can be skills, knowledge, or behavior, associated to the KSB ID. SE stands for software engineering, the apprenticeship the apprentice is enrolled on, and C stands for the core KSB, which is common to all the other apprenticeships as well. It also contains the apprentice name as apprentice ID, which in this case it's the username, email, and the descriptions. Now, going back to the code, descriptions were obtained automatically and linked to each KSB ID. And this was used using this KSB description extension method, which uses the KSB keys enumeration, which it's here on under the models folder. And back to the apprentice controller. Just going down. On the apprentice controller, we have added, this for each loop, which adds the apprentice keys essentially. So this associates all the fields in the apprentice table to each other. So just quickly showing you the table view here. So it's just to show you how the views, controllers, and models are associated and work together on an MVC pattern. Also, we use the extension methods in this particular case, but the apprentice class contains all the fields which were initially extracted as very basic information. Like we extracted the basic attributes from Visual Paradigm after modeling the diagrams, especially the class diagram. After extracting that, we added all the getters and setters and all the annotations for each attribute. Exceptionally, this extension method is so that linked, of course, with the apprentice keys, so that we wouldn't have to enter manually all these descriptions and KSP type, the ID, for every single apprentice, because we do have more than one apprentice registered on this web application. And we'll show you that. So oh, before I log out, just if of course in order to enter evidence, the apprentice would click on the evidence button, which allows the apprentice to upload files, any type of files, and edit text. So I'm just gonna go to grab some text, show you how it can be edited in on website. Oh, it recognizes this is a heading 1, recognizes bold text, and then yeah, you can just edit, make it italic, link it to a website, or just link it to google.com, just to exemplify it really. You can add pictures, make bullet points, undo, and yes. Now logging out and going back to the home page, we've added a tutor link to the footer to exemplify what the tutor view would look like. So as you can see, this is the current view of the navbar. We've got home and portfolio. But once you're on a tutor view, that changes to apprentices. And you can also have access to portfolio, but you have access to all portfolios really. This is the apprentices details. That's a table that contains all the list of apprentices enrolled and their details. You can see details on a more like list view, and the tutor also have admin rights, so the tutor can actually edit. So like if I come here and like one of the apprentices contacts the tutor to make any amendments, he can actually do that and save it. So we've got an area only now, and yeah, on the portfolios page, the tutor will be able to see all apprentices and their skills, their evidence when clicking the button, and this was also achieved. There are many numerous descriptions here and evidence, skills, behavior and knowledge, all achieved using the extension methods, so that we wouldn't have to insert it manually on a bigger website for a bigger company. This would be really useful. There's always space for improvement, and some of the improvements our team have discussed was viewing portfolios individually, which unfortunately we didn't have the time to complete that requirement, but most of the requirements were completed successfully. And just before finishing, I'll just bring back the code again, and all these modules, controllers, and views can be found on our link GitHub repository. And so on the shared folder, we've got the apprentice layout, the layout, and the tutor layout, which differ a bit, differ on the web, on the navigation bar, but we could have, if we had more time, made more improvements and have more different admin rights other things. But thank you for watching.